Hey guys, it's your girl Coach Yana, and I'm back for a helpful app website type thing. This one is a website. As a children's author and a children's confidence coach, having access to publishing where I can get my books printed with color ink rather than just black and white for an affordable price is definitely my number one thing. I need to find places where I can get good quality, where I can get amazing customer service, get my questions answered, all those things. And I personally have felt like I found a gem in Lulu. That's Lulu, and of course I'll put their link in the description and all that stuff. I am not being paid to do this. This is not a sponsor thing. This is literally just me creating a review, an honest review, because I freaking love Lulu, okay? If you are a self-published author and you're like, okay, you want to try Amazon or whatever, you can still be on Amazon because they have global distribution options. The other thing that I really like about Lulu is that they have coupons for their authors. So you can literally use one of their coupons. It seems like they have monthly coupons, honestly, and use those coupons to order your books and get them at a reduced cost. Also, their customer service is chef's kiss beyond immaculate. Now, the thing that caught me a little bit off guard when I first reached out to their customer service is they don't have a phone number, so you can't call them, at least from what I've seen, and you can't email them. What they do is you create tickets in a contact us form, and then they reply. The thing is, because most times when you do that on websites, they won't reply for days, and you're just kind of sitting in limbo, okay, I have this issue, hello, what am I supposed to do here? Lulu is not one of those platforms. It says that they'll take 2 business days to get back to you. But truthfully, the only time that they've ever taken 2 business days, even if that, and that might be a stretch, but the only time they took a day or 2 to get back to me was over the weekend, which makes sense. But typically, they get back to me the same day, within hours. And they're really responsive. They're really helpful. You can come with them and say, hey, look, I didn't know that I had X, Y, and Z. Can you please help me? And they will fix it, okay? They will fix it for you. They go above and beyond. Their customer service is so beyond anything I've ever experienced from a online retailer. But I'm telling you right now, I will never switch. Now, that's, if they continue doing the amazing work that they're doing, then I will never switch. But if they switch up, then I'm going to be looking for the next Lulu. Let's just keep it real. But in general, Lulu is an amazing platform. They will do your distribution, I believe, to Amazon, I believe to Barnes & Noble. I haven't gotten that far yet to do the global distribution, and honestly, I would prefer people buy it directly from Lulu because then I get the most profit. So I don't know necessarily about the global distribution portion just because I am waiting for my approvals, and it says it can take up to 6 weeks. And even after that, there's no guarantee that you'll get onto the distribution list so that you can put your book wherever in all those different places. But I think it's a benefit because if you're doing Amazon, for example, and I'm not shading Amazon, but the children's books on Amazon, it would have made them so expensive for me to get any type of profit or revenue out of it that it didn't make any sense, because most of my pages have, not most of them, but the first book that I did, the book of unfinished stories, every single page of that required color printing. So it would have made the book astronomical and there would have been no point. And so I gotta find something else. And I'm telling you all, if you are looking for a reputable place where you can self-publish your own work, Lulu is top tier, okay? Beyond top tier. They're amazing, wonderful, chef's kiss. They go above and beyond with everything that they do. They have a marketplace where you can sell your books on there. So that's where I sell mine primarily. Like I said, I'm working on the global distribution aspect, but honestly, I'm totally fine with Lulu being the sole carrier of the books. It's cheaper for me even than to sell them myself. So it's cheaper to do it that way than to buy the books and then distribute them. Now, do I have a bunch of books in my house, like over here? Yes, because I'm vending and working with different communities and things like that. So yes, I do have books ready and available that are just with me, because you never know. But in general, I'm just going to keep them on Lulu. It's a lot easier for me. And if I get approved for global distribution, fine. But if not, it's fine too. Another thing that they have, and I don't have this because I don't have an e-commerce site at this time. I probably could turn the place that I do my courses at to e-commerce, but I'm just not there yet. And like I said, this is not a paid review. I've been using Lulu now for months. And I've had some issues with just things that I didn't understand, common things when you're dealing with working and making your books and stuff like that. They are so on top of it. They ship early as well. Like, I have an event coming up very soon, and I was stressed, like, oh my gosh, what if my books don't get here in time? So I ended up making a second order just because I'm so paranoid. I ordered another order, and I got expedited shipping. The expedited shipping came like 2 days before the regular shipping. So I'm just saying, like, they do honor what they say, but like, if you live in like the US, you'll get your books fast regardless. Now, I'm not saying like next day or anything like that, but you'll get your books relatively quickly. They have the best customer service. And I know I keep coming back to it, but it's because I have never, ever worked with an online e-commerce brand or platform that had such amazing customer service in my life. Okay? Like, seriously. So based on how they're operating, it's shifting a little bit how I'm operating. Now, I have great customer service, but I'm not an e-commerce brand, for the most part. Now I have these books and things, but that's just to, keep kids off the internet. Even though I love having clubs, gaming clubs and things like that, I'm really trying to get children to be more focused on like reading and critical thinking and imagination and things like that, which is why I'm doing the books, because I really want them to be well-rounded individuals, and I'm creating an ecosystem, and Lulu has given me the ability to do that. So signature round of applause for the creators of Lulu and the brand. You guys are doing a fantastic job. I'm telling you, if you are looking for a reputable place where you can be your own publisher and things like that, and have a marketplace with other books so you can be on their marketplace and all that type of stuff, look no further. Lulu is the place. The only thing that I think that they could improve upon is, like, if you're using a mobile device, when you're adding the information for your books, sometimes like the keywords are kind of hard to put in, because like you can't just copy a bunch of keywords over and paste it. You have to like do each one individually, and then if you're on a mobile device doing it, like a tablet or something, even when you do it, like you can do one and then you have to go back to it to do another paste. So that is a little bit weird. It's a little bit confusing, and it made me only do like one keyword because I was just frustrated, and I was like, I'm done. Like, I don't even care. And then another thing that was a little bit of a hiccup for me, and it's this one I know they could fix, but I'm just going to wait and see if it gets approved. Once you get your ISBN number, whatever it is, for the book, you like once you got it, like you have to put that in certain places of the book so that it can be approved for global distribution, but it's grayed out, so you can't like download it once you approved it. Basically, you can't go back and revise it and re-download it easily. Now, I'm sure there's a workaround. I'm sure if I need to reach out to them and like ask, that I could get it fixed, but they don't just do it. So it causes you to like be a little bit confused. So I tried to like alter the saturation of it, because it was still visible, but it wasn't black and white. It was gray and white. So I tried to like change the saturation around. So Now it's just a darker gray rather than being black. So I don't know if that's going to work, but we're going to see. But you know, like I said, either way, even if it doesn't, I don't really care because the Lulu platform is so awesome. So I would honestly prefer that everyone get the books directly from Lulu. Oh, and then what I was going to say is they have a way. So there's 3 different ways that you can put your book out there. You can put it directly on Lulu. You can put it on like global distribution, or you can put it on your website and then they'll fulfill the orders, like drop shipping type thing. Now, if I had an e-commerce website where I was like super reliant on that, I would definitely use that. I think you can sync it. Don't quote me on this because I haven't used this, but I think you can sync it. I'm pretty sure you can do it with Shopify, and I think like WooCommerce, I think that's what it's called, and like another site. But like I said, don't quote me on that. But anyway, Lulu is the best granted, I don't know if it's the best in the whole world because, you know, I've only used them and I used Amazon, but I did a lot of research before I picked them to make sure that they had what I needed and it was going to be a fair price because, you know, who wants to buy a $40 children's book? You know, that's insane. That's totally insane. And other publishers, because it's using color, would charge you an arm and a leg and a foot and all these things and a limb and one of your wisdom teeth. Lulu is very fair with their pricing. Their customer service is chef's kiss superb. It's such an easy process as well. Now, I will say there are some learning curves, like for someone like myself who's like not really familiar with this space, there were some learning curves, like understanding like what the margin is, because I have like some books that when I ordered them, the laptop life coach was like cut off, so it was a little bit confusing to me, like what the heck am I supposed to do here? But I reached out to their customer service. They replied, they told me how to fix it, and they even went a step above, you know. So all that to say, I like to just share things that I like and share things that make my life easier, and Lulu is definitely one of those things. So if you are a self-published author and you're looking for an easy, simple place to get your books out there where you can spread your word, be on a marketplace, and literally be able to sell your books the same day, then Lulu is the best place for you as far as I'm concerned. 10 out of 10, okay? Amazing.
Hello everyone. So today we are reviewing a new book known as The Book of Unfinished Stories, created by the laptop life coach, Coach Yana. With this book, you can give your child the freedom to create their own version of story, and at the same time, they're building their confidence. Isn't it great? Let's check out this book.
Mama, I'm writing my name, okay? Mama, look at this. Zeros.
What's your favorite color?
Pink.
Once upon a time, there was a really cute dog named Rex. He loved playing with this orange
ball.
Nice. Show me, Avira. You completed it? Wow.
Now on the next page, I like it.
Nice.